Hello Internet and welcome back to Dark Diode, here with the final episode of IB, the RPG Maker horror title. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be getting the last ending, which is called, Welcome to the World of GUERTENA. So in order to get this ending, it's pretty much the same as a painting's demise, as I've showed in the previous episode, but instead, we've got to make sure that our relationship with Mary is pretty much as high as it can be. Now, the reason why I wanted to do an episode completely based on this one ending is because there are actually a couple of cool things that happen when you when you doom Gary, as bad as that sounds. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be going through again, and I'll cut to any new stuff that we haven't seen in the original playthrough. So I'll be back. Alright, so the first change that happens is when we go into this room. As you know, we have to try and find this hidden stickman, but in order for one of his go insane criteria is for us to find what's known as the sinister painting. And I'll show you what that is as soon as I can find it. Is it this one? Oh, literally right there. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. It's the first one. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the sinister painting. And we need to see that in order for Gary to go crazy. And we also found a stickman. Okay, I thought these locations were randomized, but I don't know, man. Like, I tried before in my previous playthroughs, and I thought that they were in different places, but okay, whatever. So I'll be back. That's all for this section. Alright, so this is one of the changes that we need to make in this playthrough. So as you know, the skeleton, oh, not the skeleton, but the mannequin head comes up behind us, and Gary's like, whoa, and then he goes to kick it, and then we have the choice of either stopping Gary or letting him do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover our eyes and let him kick the shit out of it, which is rather unfortunate, but what this does is it paves the way for Gary to go completely insane. As you can see, these these skeletons, as I call them, didn't appear before, but there they are. Anyway, I'll get back to you when there's some more content. Okay, so this is another one of the important things to do in order to cause Gary to go insane. This is how you get the hanged Gary message. I was confused when it's like, see the hanged Gary message, because I had no idea what that was, but this is it. Wow. Ib. I don't think there's anything in here. Let's leave now. Is this paint? No, it's not. And I accidentally, I say accidentally, but I more experimented with this. If you try and place your rose in here, it will wither away, so there's not much point. One of our visitors has damaged one of the displays. If found, please report them promptly. The poster is coming off the wall. Let's pull it off. There's writing on the wall, Hanged Gary. And that's why it's called the Hanged Gary message. So yeah, I will be back when there is some more content, as usual. Alright, so I'm back. In this room, during the normal playthrough, the lights go out and then Gary's like, whoa, Ib, where are you? And then the lights come back on, and you see scribbles everywhere. Because Gary kicked the skeleton head back in the grey section, now we will see more skeletons hanging out in this room, as you will see in just a couple moments. Well, okay, a skeleton. But that's a thing about this specific playthrough to get the ending, is that there are a lot more skeletons than usual. And as well as that, if we take a look at this mirror, as you can see, it shows different images. For instance, this one has his head blacked out because he's seen the hanged Gary message. What's wrong, Ib? You look frightened? Really? Well, alright. And here's another one, with I on it. Oh, there was one back there, but I went by it too fast. And yet another one, play question mark? Anyway, the mirror has a ton of different images. You can view them all on the Wikipedia for Ib. Just wanted to point that out. So now we get to meet Mary. So normally, I believe one of the things that you can't do is ask, are you okay to Mary before Gary does. So because we want to get as many friendship points with Mary as possible, we want to make sure we take this time to say, are you okay? But yeah, it just kind of just goes as normal. So again, I'll be back. So just one minor thing. If you go into this mirror room over here, take a look at what happens. It breaks and we can no longer use it. Just something I thought was interesting. Anyway, one interesting thing of note that needs to be done in order to get this ending is normally when we pull on this furthest right chord, a doll will come down, but instead a mannequin does. And doing this is another requirement. Yeah, it's another requirement. Not so much that this specific action contributes to it. More so it contributes to Gary's doom counter, which is something that we definitely need to do. Alright, so we're about to get to the part where Gary enters the doll's room. I picked up something good, and I'm not giving it to you. I'm making it my treasure. A doll head lies on the ground. Something's jutting from its head. What should I do? Let's check the doll, and I suppose I'll look closer, though I don't want to touch it. Something came out of the doll's head. So, as you can see, the we have to get it out of the doll's head, which is kind of creepy. But you know how this part will, you know how this part goes anyway. So I'll be back. This is very close to the ending, so I'll try and narrate as much as I can of the last part. That's so. Hee hee. Oh sure, sometimes. Yeah. I hear someone talking. Don't see that every day, right? I just ran out, you see. Oh, I really love it, but it takes a while for sure. Oh, you too? Why, we certainly do get along, don't we? Gary is behind the door. Is he talking to someone? Yeah, let's go in. We've got to get this ending. We've worked so hard for it. Gary? Oh, you're really quite entertaining, you know that. I feel like I could talk to you about my every worry. Huh? Never heard that before. Can you give me the details? No, I won't tell anyone. Your secret's safe with me. Wah, I don't believe it. Really? Are you for real? Because that's disgusting. Who'd do that to a girl? If I saw that happening, I'd tell them off for sure. Troubled, I know the feeling. You just feel helpless sometimes. You know you can't run away, but nothing goes well either. Wonder why. Yeah, that works too. It's nice to not have to think. Just forgetting the bad things. Oh yes, I'm with you there. Keeps talking to himself. Is this really Gary? Something's wrong with him. Maybe it's a fake? I mean, the real Gary wouldn't be here, right? Don't you think so, Ib? Ib? And as you can see, we have no option to bitch slap him, so he's gone. Oh my, did you get lost looking for a friend? All the children here are just like me, so am I, of course. You should talk with us too until your mummy and daddy come pick you up. Ah, hee 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 hee. Ib, let's go. He's not listening to you. Let's find the exit, okay? Gary's an adult, so I know he'll come later. Okay, let's get to the stairs. Huh? Ib? Hey, Ib, what's wrong? Don't just sit there. I'm sure there's an exit close. I'll do my best for you. We'll get out together. Yeah. Ib? Hey, get up. Yeah, this didn't happen last time. Ib, you want me to go ahead? You're sure? You dummy. I tell you, we'll get out together. But I guess I'll have to go alone. So this is pretty much identical to what happened in the other one. But this is where it changes. She comes back. Ib, we're friends. I always dreamt of going outside, but I don't want to leave you to do it. You're my first friend. I read in a book that you have to treat your friends right. That's why I'll always be with you, Ib. Hehehe. What about Gary? Will you be with us too? What can we do here? Well, we can play hide and seek or draw or lots of things. We can have fun together here. My, that's fabulous. I want to be a part of that. Gary's an adult, but okay. Haha, I'm glad. Oh, this music, it's wow. Hee, looks like I made two friends. Let's have a welcoming party. Looks like everyone's here. Oh my. Yeah, everyone is here. Wait, what happened to Ib? She's like on the ground. Is she sleeping or is she dead? Introducing my new friends. Ib and Gary. Let's all get along now. Oh, that's right. Oh, Gary, you dunce. Having something so dangerous. Dangerous things aren't allowed in the gallery, so this will just go in the trash. Yeah, to the trash. Here you go. There, that's that. Ib, Gary, now we can play lots and lots. My goodness, that's forever. That's one hell of an ending. It's like Ib all alone, except it's like Ib and Gary all alone. Welcome to the world of GUERTENA. So they're permanently trapped in the world of art and living stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the series for Ib. This was the final episode, so this is where I'm gonna be ending it, of course. But next up, I'm gonna be playing some Monaco Castle, which I have been dying to play for so long at this point. I hope you're hyped for that, because I am hyped to play another great RPG Maker horror game. If you've got any suggestions for what I should play in the future, make sure to leave them in the comments too. But overall, with Ib, I feel like it's a fantastic game. Its only shortcoming is its length. It's very short. For instance, this entire episode, going through this playthrough, it was 45 minutes, basically. So even the longest ending, that would take about an hour. So it's very quite short, but its quality makes up for that, in my opinion. It's got a very unique art style that's not very typical of an RPG Maker horror, and as well as that, the music and sound design is superb. It is a horror game, but I didn't really feel that sense of I didn't really get that sense of eeriness or, you know, deep fear like I'm probably gonna get with some other games. Mirror Oni didn't do it that well either, although it did in the first section until, like, I realized that there basically weren't any jump scares. There aren't any jump scares in this game as well, which kind of takes away from that, but I feel like it's justified for this game. This game is a great way to get into just basic horror games, because the creator themselves said that this game is not meant for, you know, hardcore gamers with quick time events and having to get away from the monster. It's very simplistic, but in a good way. All the puzzles are designed superbly, in my opinion. I can say that because I was able to figure them out all by myself without having to look up a guide. And they made logical sense, which I appreciated quite a bit. So that was Mirror Oni I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I'll see you all in the next episode.